Hi, sixth graders. This is Ms. Reynolds, and a lot of y'all had questions today about the problems, the word problems we've been doing. So let's just have a quick review. In a division problem, remember a division problem always must have a total. You have to have a total before you can divide anything, okay? So that's why I put the total items first, because you have to have a total, okay? Then you'll have another piece of information. It is either the number of groups you have, or it will be the number of items, these items right here, that are in each group, okay? You won't have both numbers because one of the numbers is going to be your answer. Okay, so I want to direct your attention up here to where I put the star, and I'm circling right now. So the quotient, a quotient is the answer to a division problem. So when I'm writing the Q for quotient, that means that's the number I don't know until I divide. Okay? All right, so we get the labels for our numbers from the problem, or as y'all have said before, from the text. Right. All right. So let's look at number 4. I asked you to do this alone in class today. So let's look at it. Ms. Reynolds bought 640 inches of baseboard material for her bedroom. It is priced by the foot. So we need to know how many feet of baseboard did she buy? Okay. All right. So think about what is being divided somehow here. At first, it may not seem like anything's being divided, right? But something is being chunked up or separated in some way. Okay. So you're probably saying 640. And some of us are only saying that because that's the bigger number. That's true right now, but eventually that won't be true, okay? You have to think, what is being sectioned or grouped or chunked or split up, okay? Well, what's being split up is the 640. Look at the word right after. It is inches. So inches goes with 640. It is 640 inches, okay? Since I've written inches here, that means my items are inches, okay? Where it says items, that's the inches. So if my items are inches, come down here, follow this arrow. I'll do it in, I'll highlight it. Follow the arrow. Down here also says items, right? So if it says items, it's talking about these items right here, the inches, okay? So I'm going to write inches. But this time it says items per. Per means what? In each, or for each, like for each person, in each group. Per means for every or for each. Okay, so this is inches per, okay, group. So I don't know my group name yet. So I can't write the next word yet because I'm waiting to know my group name. So let's go back to the problem. Mrs. Reynolds bought 640 inches, there's my total, of baseboard material for her bedroom. It is priced by the foot. That means they don't tell me how much each inch is, they tell me how much each foot is. So what do I need to know? I need to know how many feet of baseboard. All right, so let's think. How are the inches being grouped or chunked up here. What do I need to do with these inches? I'm putting them into what? Well, I'm putting them into feet. So let's pretend this is my 640 inches, and it gives me the information here that 1 foot is 12 inches. So I would go along here and I would say, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 1 foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's another foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's another foot. Now this line would not be nearly long enough, right? So how am I grouping my inches? In what? What is each of these marks? A foot, right? Foot. 1 foot for each mark, right? So I'm grouping them into feet because remember, it's sold or priced by the foot. So I need to know how many feet. Well, if I need to know how many feet, that means I don't know how many feet, right? What I do know, we got a lot of writing on this, so let's erase it. What I do know is that 1 foot is 12 inches. So look down here. If I need to put my group name, which is feet, into inches per group, inches per feet, or inches per foot, I guess. It's per one thing, inches for each foot. Do I know how many inches are in each, per means in each foot? Yes, that's this information right here. 12 inches are in each foot. There are 12 inches per foot. So the 12 goes with the items because they are also inches, right? And the groups, the feet, I don't know how many feet. That's why I would need to divide. Okay? All right. So let's go on to number 5. It says a local bakery needs to package 435.6 pounds. We're going to take that 0.6 off. We're just going to do 435. That just throws us off, right? All right. So what do you think is our total? What is being grouped here? What is being... I'm trying to think of how to ask y'all this. A local bakery needs to package 435. Are there 435 cookies? No. Look at the word right after 435. Pounds. So my items here are pounds of cookies. And the pounds is important. That's my item. Pounds. But I can say pounds of cookies, either one. Now remember, if I have said that my items are pounds, then down here where it says items per group, I have to have the same word, pounds. Okay? Pounds per, and it's going to be pounds per some group, but I don't know what the group is yet. I haven't read the rest of the problem. Let's read it. Okay. A local bakery needs to package 435 pounds of freshly baked cookies. Each shipping box can hold exactly 25 pounds of cookies. So wait a minute. I've got another number here, 25. And what is the word on the 25? Pounds. Well, where is the other word pounds? It's right here. So the 25 must go with this word pounds, 25 pounds per what? Well, what is the group? What's holding these 25 pounds? Yes, a shipping box. So the shipping box, or you could just write box, is the group. So it's pounds per box, right? Or shipping box. And isn't that correct? Isn't it 25 pounds in each or for each box? If I go back to my problem, yes, each shipping box can hold 25 pounds. All right, so that means I do not know, because I can't have all three numbers, I do not know how many groups there are. I do not know how many shipping boxes. That should be my question. Let's look. Let's look. We're going to highlight the question. How many complete shipping boxes? Yes, that's what I want to know. Can the bakery fill with these cookies? Okay, so I want to work this problem with you because I see a word in this question that says the word complete here. I know it's asking me for boxes that have all 25 pounds in a box. So let's divide this. I'm going to go ahead and write my problem out here. The only reason we'd be dividing is to figure out what to do with the remainder. So remember, you have to write your words on your problem. 435 pounds of cookies divided by 25 pounds per box. And we're looking for the answer of how many boxes. So when I get up here, it's boxes, but we want complete boxes, not partial boxes. Okay, so remember, to divide by 25, you just need to count by 25, right? 25, 50, 75, 100. 125, then it repeats, right? Okay, so let's just look. Let's see, can we divide 4 by 24? No, put a 0. Can I divide 43 by 25? We'll come over here in the fact box. 50 would be too much, so I'm going to use 25, and that is one group. So one group of 25 is 25. Okay, let's subtract. 13 minus 5 is 8. 3 minus 2 is 1. And I need to bring down, 18 is less than 25, so I can bring down my 5. 185. Okay, so I'm going to need to go a little bit further. 150. 175. Oh, I bet that's it. I bet that's where I stop, because the next one's 200, and that's too much. So what number is as close to 185 as you can get without going over? It's right here, 175. Okay, how many groups was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to put 7 here. And that is 175 more pounds of cookies that we're getting rid of. Then I'm going to subtract 0, 1. I don't know if you can see, so I'm going to turn that into black. Okay, so my remainder here looks like 10 because it is less than 25 and there's nothing else to bring down. Okay, remember, in word problems, we want to make sense of that remainder. This says a shipping box can hold exactly 25 pounds. So I'm not going to I'm looking for complete boxes. So remember, your remainder is the same word that you were dividing. You've got 10 pounds of cookies left. That is not going to make a complete shipping box. So in this case, this remainder is meaningless, and my answer is 17 boxes, because the question is asking me how many complete boxes, okay? All right, let's go look at this Ms. Reynolds question, though. On another page, we're going to actually do the division. I'm going to talk to you about the remainder here, okay? So we want 640. Ooh, I don't know what's going on with that, so let's just start over. 640, and what were those inches? Right? And we knew that there were 12 inches per foot, and we want to know how many feet of boards. So it says it was priced by the foot. That also means it is sold by the foot, right? So you can't go in and buy anything less than a foot. All right. So let's divide. Let's see, 12 goes into 64. It won't go into 6, but 12 times 5, I know my 12 facts is 60. So I'm going to subtract. 4 is less than 12, so bring down my 0. Okay, so now I have 40 inches left. Let's see, 12 times what gets me close to 40? 3. Yeah, 12 times 3 is 36, actually. Now subtract, and I get 4, okay? 4 is less than 12, but there's nothing else to bring down. So these 4 things, what are they? They are inches. These 4 inches, the problem says that I am buying. I've bought all these inches, okay? Could I buy these 4 inches separately? So I didn't just buy the 53 feet, right? I actually had to buy 1 more foot so that I could get these 4 inches. So the answer to my question, so let's go back over.
Kate Reynolds.
Well, there's my daughter. Hold on a second. I'm going to call her back. Okay, so let's go back over to the pictures here where we were writing. Not that picture. This picture, yes. So right here where it says how many feet did I buy? Now I've lost that. I apologize, y'all. Okay, so where it says how many feet did she buy, I had to have all those inches. So not only did I buy the 53 feet, but I had to buy another foot to get those 4 inches. So the actual answer to my problem of how many feet I bought is 54 feet, right? So these problems are tricky. We have to make sense of what we're talking about in order to answer the problems. Okay, I hope that helps y'all.